Okay, our next Figma assignment is going to be about connecting buttons that have rollovers to pages. And let me just jump to a finished example right here. Here we go. All right, so this is one that's done. I'm going to preview this. Look, there's 1, 2, 3 pages. You can see them labeled nice and big. And every page has a set of buttons on it that says page 1, page 2, page 3. If you'll just look, you'll see those, right? Okay. So let's hit play or preview, and here we are in the preview mode of Figma. And if I click page, I'm already on page 1, but I can click page 1. You notice the buttons have rollovers, right? They have rollovers or hover states or whatever you would like to call that. If I click where it says page 2, it goes to page 2. If I click where it says page 3, it goes to page 3. So these buttons up here operate as they should. They take me to the right place, and they have rollovers. So this is really kind of a navigation menu that we're talking about here, right? There are 3 buttons. There are 3 pages. There's a button for every page. Every button has a rollover. And when I click, I get to go where it says that I should go. All right, well, let's close the preview menu window. This is kind of what you're going to be creating today. So let's get back here back to files. And when I started the movie here, I was on the handout, right? So all the things that I am about to do it's all documented out. You know, you're going to have to create 3 kind of bigger frames that are going to be pages, and then you're going to create some buttons, and then those buttons are going to need some rollovers, which is what we did in the previous assignment. And then we have to connect the buttons. Sorry, that's going farther than I wanted it to. We have to connect the buttons to their hover states or their rollovers, which again is what we did in the previous assignment. So that should go pretty quick. That part's not too hard. But then, here's the new part. What really has to be connected to the pages? Which things should get connected to the pages? Well, it's going to wind up being the hover states, and you'll see this in a minute. So that's where we're going to make the navigation happen, to where you click the buttons, they actually go to the pages. But then the final thing is that the buttons that you create are going to need to appear on all 3 pages, right? It can't just be on one page. They're going to have to be on all 3 pages. All right. So we're going to work on all of that. Let's go. New design file. Okay. I'm going to name it up here. We'll just call it Connected Buttons, because that's what we're making. All right, so up at the top middle, I'm going to rename it and call it Connected Buttons. Cool. All right, I'm going to take the frame tool, and I'm going to create a desktop-sized frame. I think I will roll out on that a little bit and scoot that over. And again, you could Alt-drag. Let me roll out on that a little bit more. Control roll with your mouse wheel, right? And I'll Alt-drag again. All right. Now, you can, I think I will take the time over here on my layers panel to rename. These are going to be page 1, page 2, and page 3. Okay. All right, so I have created 3 frames, and now they need, they got to be a little visually different, right? So what I'm going to do there, this is not going to be fancy at all, but I'm going to take the type tool, and I'll just do some Alt-dragging here on that size thing, and boom, okay. So I'm just going to label them like really big. I'm just going to put a 1 there, and I'll Alt-drag that, and I'll put a 2. I'll change that so it says 2. And I'm going to Alt-drag that and change that so it says 3. All right, so they're labeled, right? And you could do something a little bit different if you want to. You could also, if you want, you could change the background colors of these. That's, gosh, you know, that's up to you, really. I'm just using some light colors here. I'm selecting over here on the side and using some kind of lightish color. All right, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. All right, page 1, page 2, page 3. Let's build buttons, right? I'm going to build them here on page 1. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, a little too far, sorry. And I'll pull this over. All right, and I'm not going to get super fancy. I'm going to use the rectangle tool. Let me zoom in on that some so that I can see those handles. I'm going to make it like a complete oval, or not an oval, but a complete rounded corner. That's what I want my button to look like. Again, not going super fancy on this. I think I'll fill that with a real, a red, and I'm going to stroke it with black. No, we had gray. That's all right. Like that. And I'm going to take the type tool. No, don't want. Sorry, type tool. Now that type is way too big, so I'm real quickly going to size that way down. All right, there we go. And I'm going to use my aligning tools to help that, and I'm going to go ahead and alt drag that. Get in here and double click, and this button's going to be for page 2. And alt drag that. And this button is going to be for page 3. I am now going to group, sorry, clicked it the wrong way. I'm going to group each one of these. Group the selections. All right, so I've got those grouped. I would like to align those a little bit better and also distribute their vertical spacing. Did I, or the horizontal spacing? There, that's better. All right, that's just me being me, right? And again, probably over here on the left-hand side, I just kind of like to name things, so I'm going to go button 1, button 2, button 3. All right, and those are going to sit on page 1 for right now. All right, cool. Now, so the button, and you could add other little elements to it. You could lay a rectangle below them if you wanted to, and that's up to you. All right, so now I've got 3 buttons. Okay, so now I want to take those buttons. I'm going to do an alt drag, and this is where I'm going to work on the rollover states. Okay, well, and there's a lot of ways I could, there's a ton of ways you can do this. So if you feel like, well, I got a better way that I'm going to do that, well, okay, all right, that's okay. Now remember that up here for these rollover states, I've got to select that, and I've got to frame those, right? These rollover states. So I'm going to right-click, frame selection, right-click, frame selection, right-click, frame selection. You got to frame those. And over here, where on my layers panel, I'm going to rename them. This is going to be button 1 hover, and this is going to be BTN2 hover, and this is going to be BTN3 hover. Button 1 hover, button 2 hover, button 3 hover. All right, cool. Now, on each one of these, I got to make some kind of change. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I am going to change its fill to a gray color. You can do something else. Now, here's a thing that I think is true when you're talking about navigation menu kinds of things. I think that all the 3 rollovers really ought to look the same. That's my opinion. I guess you could make them all different if you want to, but my opinion is all 3 look the same. Yeah, take it for what it's worth. That's a design thing that I think is true. Now, I'm going to change button 2's fill color to the same gray, so if I go to the fill box, I can see down here that all the shades of colors that I've used are here. So I'm going to use that gray right there. That matches. All right, so I'll just close that. Go over here. I'm going over here. Excuse me, button 3 hover. Select the rectangle. Change the fill color to this gray color right here. Okay, so now the rollovers are done, right? I have the normal states done down here on the page, and now all their rollovers are done. All right, well, let's make the connection between the normal states and the rollovers, shall we? Let's do that. All right, so for excuse me, for that, I'm going to go to prototype, and we've done this before. This is what we did in the previous assignment. The normal state gets connected to the rollover state. That's going to be while hovering, open overlay, manual, and I want mine instant. All right, so while hovering, open overlay, manual, instant. All right, so I'm going to close that. Let's do the next one. I'll go to page 2. We're going to make the connection. While hovering, open overlay, manual, instant. Perfect. Let's make the connection. While hovering, open overlay. Ooh, I didn't do the wrong. Open overlay. I thought I hit the wrong thing. Manual, instant. All right. The overlay should be set. Yay, I could preview that right now. I could look at page 1 here and see if my rollovers or my hovers are working. And they are. Close the preview window. All right, now this is where we kind of get into the new part of this, and we just got to think this through a little bit. All right, so if this is really going to act, this page 1, page 2, page 3, if these buttons are really going to act as a navigation menu, what's really going to get clicked? Like when somebody actually points to the button and they click on it, what's really going to get clicked, and what do we really want connected to the pages? Well, I think, doesn't this make sense? The thing that I really want connected for like when it gets clicked is the hover thing, right? It's the hover state. It's not the button itself. It's the hover state that has to be connected to its actual page. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here so I can see this a little bit better. So here's what we got to do. This page 1 hover has to be connected to page 1. Now that's going to be an on click, navigate to page 1, and I guess you could play with some animation styles here, like push or slide in or that kind of stuff. You could try that out if you want to. Some websites work that way. You could do it. I'm just going to leave it on instant, but you could try out dissolve, or you could try and move in and push or slide or whatever. Make your own choice there. You decide. All right, but I'm going to do instant. So it's going to be on click, navigate to page 1. It's going to go to page 1, and I want it instant. All right, so I'll close that. All right, let's go to the page 2 hover. Get it selected. The page 2 hover needs to be connected to page 2. All right, on click, navigate to, and I want mine instant. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Now I'm going to need to kind of slide this over a little bit because I might zoom it back just a smidge as well, because now the page 3 hover, the button 3 hover over here is going to be connected all the way over here to page 3. Okay, there we go. It's connected. On click, navigate to, and I want instant. And it's going to navigate to page 3. All right. Well, so those are the things that when they actually get clicked, they should go to the right places. All right. Well, now, the only thing really left here is, and you can tell if you just look at this little mock-up that I've got going on here, the only thing really missing, and I'm going to go back over to the design side of it here. I'm going to click on design. The only thing really missing is that these 3 buttons all have to be on every page. Right? They can't just be on page 1. They also got to be on page 2, and they've got to be on page 3. Okay. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could just Alt-drag them. Drop them on there. Right? Alt-drag, Alt-drag. That ought to do it. I mean, that really should work. Here's the other way you could do it. I'm going to Control-Z, Control-Z. I'm going to undo. The other thing you could do, if it makes it, there is an advantage to this. I don't know if you'll remember or figure out what the advantage is, but I could take those 3 buttons, come up here to the top middle, and say Create Component. Right? I'm going to create component. All right. So now what I do? Well, I go over here to the Layers panel, to the Asset area, and here's the component. And I would just drag that out and drop it on. Now, you might be asking, well, so what's the big difference? Well, the only big difference is if I ever decided that I wanted to do something. Remember how components work with parents and children? if I ever decided that I wanted to change the button color or the font on the button or something like that, I could come and I could change it on the parent, and it would change it on the children. That's really the advantage. That's it. Now, there's going to be one other thing. Sorry, I don't know what this tickle in the throat is about. There's going to be one other thing that I could go ahead and play this and we can see if it works. So I'm on page 3 right now. If I click page 1, it goes to page 1. If I click page 2, it goes to page 2. If I click page 3, it goes to page 3. Now, this is a small thing, but it's a little bit jarring to me, and I'm going to show it in this video. The 3-button set, it's kind of jumping around on the page, right? It's not in the same place on every page. And that kind of bugs me a little bit. I don't know if it bugs you, but it kind of bugs me a little. Sorry. So I'm going to close the preview window. I'm going to go back to page 1. And I'm going to look at the X and Y coordinate over here on the right-hand side on the properties. I'm clicking on that. I'm clicking on my navigation bar right here. I made it a component, right? So I'm going to click on it, and it's got an X and a Y value. So maybe what I'll do is kind of pop that onto some numbers that it was close to 460. So I'm going to make the X 400 and the Y 60. And now I'm going to do that on the other copies as well. I'm going to make the X 400 and the Y 60. And on the third copy here, I'm going to make the X 400 and the Y 60. And now those menus are going to be at exactly the same place. Now, you know what? I could also do it with these. Right now, what do we got? This text box where it says number 1, I'm going to make it at 580 and 300. Right? I just kind of picked those numbers because I was close. So on the number 2, I'm going to make it at 580 and 300. And for number 3, I'm going to make it at 580 and 300. So those are all at the same place. So what I'm just playing right now with locations of things on the page because I think it's going to look a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. I can go over here to prototype. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. I can hit the play button. Let's check the whole thing. Page 1, page 2, page 3. And it does, to me, it's better because the buttons aren't jumping around. The buttons are in the same exact location on all 3 pages, and I like that better. And also these text fields, these text boxes that say 1, 2, 3 are on the same exact locations on all 3 pages, and I like it better. I just like the way it looks better. Right, so page 3, page 2, page 1. This is right. So right here is what you're shooting for today. This is the assignment. You should have 3 pages, 3 buttons. The buttons should be on every page. They have rollovers. They work. Right? Yay for us. All right. So it's your turn.